Greetings, everyone. This is Stirring It Up with Chef Bee live. We're here at Eat Fresh, and I'm here with my wonderful guest, iamchefbeee Shepherd. And thank you to our studio audience today. Thank you. Yes, today we are talking plant-based on a budget. Iamchefbeee just retired from
clocking in.
From clocking in
at 7 on the Natural Foods
Yes,
Market.
indeed. And she just came back from Ghana from being there for 1 month, right?
Yes.
And this is one of iamchefbee's passions, talking about how you can save when you're eating plant-based and showing people how you can eat on a budget.
Right, because that's I was the outreach/education liaison at 7 on the Natural Food Market for almost 9 years. So I learned a lot doing outreach in the community. The most important thing that people kept saying to me was, I cannot afford to shop at 7 on it costs too much. I cannot afford to shop healthy, blah, blah, blah. So I had to come up with some answers and let them know, oh no, you can. With my experience as a single mother raising 3 children with a conscious mindset, that's what makes you shop healthy on a budget.
That's right. All right, so what's on the menu today? This is actually one or two of iamchefbee's go-to meals that she always talks to folks about.
Yeah.
So we're using black beans. That's going to be the base of our meal. So we're going to be doing some black bean fajitas today. Actually, sorry, quesadillas. And then we're also going to do a black bean soup. We're going to just show you how to set up the soup. And really the goal when you're thinking plant-based on a budget is really trying to do double duty with the items that you purchase.
Absolutely.
So it's about double duty. It's about round 2 recipes.
Round 2, I like that.
Yeah.
So they used to call it leftover.
Right, so we're turning, we're changing the name from
word sound.
leftovers. That sounds so, to round 2 recipes.
Round 2 recipes.
Yes, and so we are going to have our base, and then from that base, we're going to create 2 different dishes, all right?
Yes.
So our first dish that we're going to make is black beans. Now, before we actually get started, we want to talk a little bit about the best way that you can purchase legumes. Legumes are probably one of the biggest cost savers when you're eating plant-based because you can get them in bulk. You can purchase, I personally like to get my beans dry. There is a farmer's market that's in Atlanta called the Beee Farmer's Market. And we purchase beans in bulk. You can also purchase beans in bulk online too, right? Or any other farmer's market, they have bulk bins, you can do that.
Yeah.
And
also,
just
to let people know, there are other bulk items at 7 Under and Whole Foods, I think.
Whole Foods, yeah.
Sprouts
Yes.
also. So when you're looking for that budget shopping spree I call it, look for the bulk bins.
Yes.
Because you'll get all kinds of items, all kinds of beans, rices,
Exactly. Seeds, nuts,
and I don't know about the other places, but at 7 On you can get oils, you can get soap, candy, all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
All organic and all, no dyes, no color, no additives.
And just so you know, also in places like 7 On, since it is a co-op, you can actually bring your containers just so that you can save on waste.
Yeah.
They'll pre-weigh it, and then you can fill them up, and then, when you cash out, they'll make sure they subtract off the weight.
Right, they call it taking off the tar weight.
Taking off the tar?
Tar, T-A-R-E.
I love that.
Taking off the tar weight, and that's what's up. And you can bring your own bags. And recycling, that's also part of conscious shopping, which really helps with the budget. Because most of the time, like we said, the bulk items cost less than the processed packaged items.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely bring your own bag.
So we just want to show you sort of a cost comparison with black beans, all right? So again, this is from one of our farmers markets here in the city. This is a 32-ounce container of just regular black beans, and this is $2.79, okay? Which is super cheap.
Yeah.
And then the same 32-ounce container, this is organic. This is $5.14, okay? Now, if you purchase a tin, right, and that's about a 12-ounce can, organic beans, and I'll talk about organic beans in a can, it's $2.99 for a 12-ounce container.
You can't beat that.
Right, so here's the thing, when you're purchasing beans in a can or anything in a can, you don't know, it's been sitting there for a long period of time, it's not fresh. you don't know how it was processed, so you don't know about the sodium content, and I'm always talking to folks about making sure they manage their sodium levels, all right? And you're just not going to get a lot of product, all right? So it's always better to purchase your beans, soak them, and then you actually cook your beans, you know, overnight, or you can cook them in an Instant Pot, or you can do it in the morning, all right? So one of the things that we did today, and I can show you this, I did this just this morning. I'm all about using my pressure cooker. So first, we want to show folks this. So come on in, cameraman. So these are our prices for our beans. And then what we did here was we cooked some black beans. So just imagine about, let's say, a little less than half of this container, right? We actually, there was a lot of water in here, and we just pressure cooked this for maybe about 45 minutes to an hour. And the wonderful thing about pressure cooking anything is you can infuse the flavor of the food as you pressure cook. All right, do you use a pressure cooker?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Those things for a couple hours.
No.
But I do soak them. I always soak them overnight. Definitely.
Yes, that's good.
And you pour off the water, because I understand the water is full of toxins.
Well, it's not that it's full of toxins per se. It's enzyme inhibitors.
Okay.
So what happens is with beans, there are enzymes inside of the beans that basically work against your digestive system. And so what you do, ideally you soak those beans and then you pour off the water and then you cook them.
Right.
Particularly like if you're eating it raw, like that's something that you definitely want to do and sprout them.
Yeah,
You see
well, I
what I'm saying?
thought toxins, I don't feel good. I call it out a toxin.
I hear that. I hear that.
But just, I do
I
know
hear that.
you should pour off that water. Don't
Yes.
try to cook with that water.
Yes, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take the lid off here, and I wanna show you some of the things that I actually put inside of the black beans. Now this is gonna serve for the round 2 recipe as well. So we have some green onions in here, we have some garlic, some minced garlic. I added a little bit of oregano essential oil in here, and I'm trying to think what else I put in here. I put a little bit of cumin inside of here. So I actually, you know, I also used a little bit of Himalayan salt. Because again, and not much, just to infuse the flavor into the beans, because it's just beans, right? If you just cook them, you know, on the stove, not infusing, it's not gonna taste very good. And then towards the end of it being finished, that's when I added my herbs and all of those things.
Did you put any of your essential oils?
Yeah, I used oregano, a little oregano, just like less than a drop of oregano essential oil inside here. So we're gonna leave that open there, all right? And now, so what's gonna go in these quesadillas, right? We have this wonderful, this is organic, and look at the price. This is $4, okay? This is $4.
How many come in that pack?
So in this pack, we have, let's look. So you're gonna pay a little bit more for organic, but it looks like there is about 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6. So this will feed a family of 4. So you can basically make these quesadillas, you can fold them in half. All right, what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna take 2 of these sheets, these tortillas, and we're actually gonna make them in 4. So it's pretty much like, it'll serve 1 to 2 people, all right? So we're gonna leave those here. And then, the other thing that we did, we made some rice, okay? So this is some wild rice, all right? Very nice, simple. We just basically, this is 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water, and then we're good to go.
Okay. And I'd just like to add that I put rice in there. I like to add some bulk and stretch it, especially then it becomes a meal. We're going to put those collard greens in there.
Yes.
And then if people want to, they could also put TVP or some kind of meat substitute in there. Like I've done that as well. And that really bulks it up.
It kind of bulks it up,
that
right?
makes it like a whole meal, right?
Yes.
So you can do burritos like this. You can actually do tacos like this, you know.
Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. And I think that the biggest key whenever you're doing plant-based, I would add a lot of greens to whatever I'm doing, because when you add the greens, what it does is it just gives you that fiber and it helps you to feel full longer. All right, so look what we're gonna do. This is
pretty.
Very pretty. This is some collard greens. These are some young. You want to cut? Yeah. So rest your hands off over there, and then you can cut. Absolutely. So these are just some collard greens. This is from Farmer Jay's farm. And we have some beautiful collard greens. Be careful, this knife is sharp. All right, so I'm gonna give you one more here.
Yeah, I want to help.
Yeah, you can help. And so what I've done here, I'm gonna just actually do this so that you can cut. And then what we'll do is we're gonna add a little bit of grapeseed oil to this pan. It's already getting hot. And what we're gonna do is just saute the greens just to kind of wilt them a little bit. And then we're gonna add in some of the other items into our quesadilla.
Yeah. Sounds yummy.
Super good, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm using some grapeseed oil today, right? This is organic, good stuff. Just a little bit, not too much. Right? Just a
You
little
said,
bit.
what's the difference between grapeseed and using olive oil? Because I usually use olive oil.
So let me tell you about the olive oil. So really, the olive oil market in general has been suspect.
Oh, okay.
The olive oil
Why am I
market
not
has been
surprised?
the olive oil market has been suspect. So I actually,
What do you mean by that?
what I mean by that is you go to a store and you see olive oil, but the quality of the olive
Organic
oil can be questionable, even though they have the labels organic,
And fresh press.
extra virgin. So you
Cold
really
press,
cold
cold
press. You just have to be really mindful when you're dealing with oils in general. But olive oil has just been one of those things where I'm hearing so many different things about the source of the oil.
Okay.
And so I'm like, you know
Where
what?
do you suggest it should come from if we do?
Italy, or so like the source.
Not California?
Even there, you know, because what happens with like even like when you're processing like wines and these things, there's the top grade and then there's the leftovers.
Okay.
And so they don't tell you that you're getting leftovers, right? So you're not always clear about the quality of the oil that you're getting.
All right.
So I just, I know, it's so good, right?
So I'm gonna have to do my research.
You got to do your research.
And find the highest quality.
And then you're going to spend some money. You're going to spend some good money.
Well, you know what I say? When I do this budget, I'm saying pay now or pay later.
Yes.
Pay the farmer or the pharmacy.
Ooh.
But you will pay.
Ooh.
But I'd rather pay maybe a little extra money
Yes.
for high quality organic food than to get low quality food and get sick and then have to pay thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'm with you on that.
That's really the conscious part of shopping healthy on a budget. You know?
No, that's true too.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're gonna do here, we're adding in some of the collard greens, and again, we're just wilting the collard greens, right? We are just, and actually, I'm gonna cover this just so that the heat.
Onion and garlic.
I put a little bit of the green onions in here.
Okay, I'm gonna
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna also add in a little bit of garlic. All right. So this is fresh garlic. You can also use minced garlic. I like minced garlic as well. I feel like it has a different flavor than fresh garlic. So sometimes I use both. And again, shopping in bulk, you want to make sure that you get your seasonings in bulk. All right. So we're adding in some garlic. So tell us, are you excited? You're retired.
I have retired.
How does it feel?
Look, it feels wonderful. I hit my book.
Yes. I love it. Conscious grocery shopping on a budget.
Right. And
Yes.
this is what goes along with my workshop that I'm having. I had one in January at Seven Nanda, and it was amazing. I so enjoyed it, and I had a full house.
Yes.
So we did an hour downstairs where I talked about, giving them tips, including meal plans and some recipes. That's all in that book.
Yeah.
And then what happened is we then went upstairs for a store tour. Because that's what I
Nice.
used to do. I used to give store tours at Seven Nanda people. Because a lot of times people will rush in and go to just only what they need. And they don't realize, like, over there's a wellness department.
There's all
In
these
the back
things,
is the
right?
deli,
Yeah,
and
people just don't
over there.
know.
And then I was also showing them how to shop at Seven Nanda using coupons, using Seven Nanda's co-op deals, which is the sale, looking for the sale items. Because I'm a great one for buying on sale. On sale.
Yes. And actually, that's another really good tip. Tell them a little bit about some of your strategies.
Okay. Well, one strategy, the most important one to me, is to buy the highest quality local produce as you can. So that would mean going somewhere like what we call CSA, the community.
Yes. Community supported agriculture.
Agriculture. Yeah, so
Yes.
we have these community gardens where you can even volunteer and go and become a member, and also you can get produce that comes right there directly. So that's like the first step. Or grow your own. Or you can have a container garden on your balcony, or if you're fortunate enough to have some land that you can grow something on. That's number one.
But you know what? Don't sleep on those pots, right? So you can do pot gardening.
Right.
If you live in an apartment or if you live in a small space, and you can really save money on your herbs.
Yeah.
It could be one area where you know I eat all of these things, and I'm gonna try to save money on this particular area of my food.
Or your greens is easy to grow.
Yes.
And tomatoes even. So that's the first thing, and then like Chef Beee was saying, the Cab Farmers Market or any farmers market, they have farmers markets all over. Everywhere. So find out where your farmers markets are and go to the farmers market. And usually it's economical because you're buying directly from the farmers.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
So, and we're going to tell you about another program that's kind of cool that is offered in the city for people who are on EBT or food stamps. You can actually double your dollar at farmers markets. I don't know if many people know that.
Wade?
It's called Wade. Exactly.
Wade.
Yep. All right. So now look. So we sauteed up our collard greens. Look how nice this looks.
Yeah.
All right. And then what we're going to do.
You're gonna layer.
Yeah, we're gonna layer. So what kinds of things do you like to put inside of your quesadillas? You can actually put that over there for now. What kinds of things do you like to put in your quesadillas?
Okay, I would put a layer of rice.
All right.
A line of rice.
All right, so you're gonna put some rice in there. All right, so let's open this up. And we're gonna put in some brown rice.
Just like a layer.
All right, so.
Like a line, I should say.
A line.
I usually do a line and then fold them over. Is that
Okay.
how you're gonna do it?
Yeah. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put one on top of the other so that we can it'll be nice and flat. And then we'll flip it.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you look at this, we have our rice going down. And you don't need a whole lot of rice, you know? You don't need a whole lot of rice. Just a little bit of rice. All right, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add in some of those black beans, all right? So here we go, here's our black beans. Actually, I'm gonna use this bigger spoon for this. All right, so looking all good. Right? And it has all those wonderful flavors in it already. Right? That looks good already, right? All right, so tell them about the cheese, because I think sometimes people are losing out. They're losing money on the cheese that they purchase.
Okay, this was my last holdout, cheese, because
why was it your last holdout?
When I was a vegetarian, well, you know, there's steps.
That's
levels,
true.
Right? Well, most people. I did. So from being a vegetarian where I was still eating cheese and ice cream and stuff, I had to cut that out. You know, I was listening to Adama. You know Adama?
Yes, I know Adama.
Right, and she took me to the next level. And so I had to do some serious research to find the best tasting cheese.
Yes.
Now, this is.
So you like this one?
This is one of them that I like. There are others, and I just know that, and I have to keep referencing 7 On because they have a wide selection of vegan cheese. There's another one called Chow, which is ridiculous. So,
is it really good?
Oh, please. Okay, you're gonna pay a little more, but when you find it on sale, what I do is I'll buy 2 or 3.
Okay,
like,
got it.
when I find stuff on sale, I buy. You know, especially if the expiration date isn't anytime soon.
Yeah.
If it's soon, I would maybe freeze stuff. You know?
So you even told me something about shredded cheese versus sliced cheese.
Oh,
Which one is better? Yeah.
Okay.
Go over here and get this.
The thing to know is that the shredded cheeses have some chemicals in there to keep them from caking.
Oh,
that's one thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, it's something. I mean, it's supposed to be vegan, natural, but you know, it's still a process. So I don't like to get the shredded cheeses. Plus, they cost more. And why should I buy shredded cheese when I can shred my own?
cheese, exactly.
So I usually get the block or slices. But if I'm gonna do something like how you just did that, and you just put that on there, and it's gonna melt up.
Yes.
You know, like I said, otherwise I would get the block and shred it myself.
All right, so I'm about to do the flip.
Uh oh. Yeah.
There you go.
You're good.
You did okay.
You're good.
You spilled a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. Yes.
That's looking good.
And really, a little cheese goes a long way. You don't really need a whole lot of cheese.
That's the other thing, especially this Daya. Well, I say Daya because I don't like the word sound of Daya. So I say
Daya, right? Word, sound, power, right?
absolutely. But so this Daya cheese, sometimes people put it on, it turns into a gluck. It's almost like plastic. It's too
Wow.
much.
Right.
You can
You need a little bit.
Being economical, you can just sprinkle a little. You know, like you did with the slices.
Yeah.
What was that? One slice or two?
That actually was 2 slices, and I just broke them into 4 pieces.
Right.
Yes.
So there
And
you
actually,
go.
cameraman, let's show folks what it's looking like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually cut this up, kind of like a pie. We'll cut them into smaller pieces, just so that we can share with others.
Okay.
But really, you don't need to eat all of this. You know, a family of, if I did 2 of these, and we cut these into 4 pieces, that's 8 pieces. Your family can get 2 slices each, and then you can do a nice big salad on the side, right? And so really, a lot of times we think that we want to eat all of this food, and there's all this food that we really just don't need to have.
Right.
That's heavy, that's expensive, all of that.
Overeating.
Overeating. All right, so it looks like we're almost there.
Okay. Are we gonna do a salsa?
Yeah, we're gonna do a salsa. I want to actually remove this from the heat first.
Okay.
All right, take a look at this, cameraman. All right, so we have this. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually remove this. I'm gonna put it on this plate. Okay.
You want this one still?
Actually, this is a little bit wider, so I think I like this one. And then I'm going to. Could you help me? Let's get it close.
Okay, wait. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I want you to just put it right close. Hold on. You know what we're gonna do?
What?
Let's do something a little different.
Let's pick up those.
You don't have a spatula?
No, this is what we'll do.
Okay. That's why you're the chef.
And then I'll just cut the heat off of this one. Yes. So this is how, like when I was in college, this is what we did all the time. We did these sort of round 2 recipes, and we really made our money stretch when we were in school. And I'm telling you, we ate good. And I think there's a myth of eating plant-based and it being expensive.
Ooh,
And
look
it
how
doesn't
that
have-
cheese melted.
Yeah.
Can
It
y'all
looks really
see that?
good.
Wow.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Someone said they can't wait to try this.
Come on over. You better hurry up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be gone.
I mean, they're gonna try to make it. They ain't gonna.
Oh, they're not gonna come.
Oh, okay. Yes,
That's okay.
it's so easy to make. It's so easy.
Yes. Very easy. You could also do this as a burrito. Right? You can also do this as a burrito. You can do this as just little wraps, enchiladas, and you can actually bake it. All right. And then what we're gonna make now, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all this. Whenever I do quesadillas, they're always messy, and I'm okay with that because
It's like sloppy joe.
it's like, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna make the salsa to go on top, and it's gonna look so good. All right, so
This
salsa.
here, or you want me to put it back?
Yeah, we can put it over there. Yeah. All right, so salsa, real simple. We have our NutriBullet. Okay. We have some organic tomatoes, and also you can purchase tomatoes on sale as well. You can grow your tomatoes. Where do you like to get your tomatoes?
I really like, is that aroma?
This is just vine ripened tomatoes.
Vine ripened tomatoes.
Yeah. Where do you like to get your tomatoes?
Where? From my garden, because it really tastes different when it's
Oh, so you
fresh.
grow your tomatoes?
Yeah, if I
oh,
can.
that's good.
Otherwise, the farmers markets, you know, a lot of times tomatoes are starting to taste and look funny. When you open them up, even though they're organic, it's still something going
Somebody's
on.
doing something
Yeah,
right.
it's kind of scary
Yes.
now because the organic don't really.
Y'all, they doing so much stuff to our food. You gotta be
Right.
diligent.
Yeah.
You gotta be
So,
diligent.
and I have noticed such a difference. Like, look at my open one, they had a funny texture inside. And it said organic.
Yeah, you gotta be
so-
really careful. So I
Where'd you
would.
get those?
Well, these we got these from the Cat Farmers Market.
Okay.
Yeah. And then also we have some pineapple. And this is we're gonna do like a pineapple tomato salsa. Alright? And so we can just put a little bit of the pineapple in here, like so. Alright? Put that here. We're gonna add in a little bit of the green onions. This is like it has like a mild flavor. And so that's why I like the mild green onions as opposed to the one like the red onions.
Okay.
You know, but you know, it's up to you. It's what you want to do. And then I'll add a
Depends
little
on
bit.
what's on sale.
Yeah, depends
Or how
on what's
your
on sale
budget is
too.
running, you
That's
know?
true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, then we're gonna add in. I'm gonna use some of the dry garlic here and some of the fresh. Right, it just has like a really nice. It just has a nice little kick. So we're just gonna use a little piece, just one. Like so. And then I think you had asked me, do I have? This is good.
You don't have cilantro, do you?
Got
Ah,
mine.
you know, touch maybe.
Actually, let me see.
You're the expert.
Yeah, I think cilantro would be good. Let's see. Do I have
And
it?
even like in my everything, I like cilantro. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that's good, right?
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna add in just one drop.
What's
Now,
that?
Chef Beee, tell me about your use of essential oils in food cooking, because I'm not
So,
really
so
familiar.
when you, so first of all, the essential oil is the extract from the plant part, okay? And so it is a concentrated extraction from the plant.
Okay.
And depending on the quality of the essential oil that you use, you want definitely food grade, you want pure as possible.
Right.
You can actually use them internally, all right? And I use doTERRA essential oils because you can actually use them internally. You can actually cook them.
Okay.
And they have some really wonderful herbs that they have extracted into essential oils that really can help to save money for you in the kitchen as well.
Okay.
So like the cilantro, this is gonna be like maybe $20, but there's 250 drops in here.
Okay.
And so instead of you buying herbs all the time, you can use
spoil a
with
lot.
oil, you can actually buy the essential oil and you can actually save money in the kitchen, right, when you're preparing food.
Good to know.
Yeah, so we used one drop of that and it's very, very pungent. And so what we're gonna do is put this on here. Make sure this is on tight and right. And then
Wow, that was quick.
quick. Quick. All right. That's all? That's all.
Wow. OMG. I mean, oh my goddess.
Yep. Look at that. Oh my goddess. You are funny. I love it. All right. And then we can sprinkle a little bit more of this on top. Yeah, doesn't that look great?
That is
And
beautiful.
so this is, huh? It's raw, right? This is not raw. This is just us talking today about eating simple meals on a budget. And so we did a quesadilla. Good. We can actually do that. All right, and then what we can also do is we can do a soup. So we're actually going to just show what goes into the soup, all right? So let's say you create like maybe one or two more of those quesadillas. You're gonna have some black beans set aside. So now what you can do is you can build your soup with some other wonderful ingredients, right? So we have our carrots. We can add the carrots here. right? We can cut up a few more of the collard greens. Do you like kale or you like collard greens better? What do you like?
I love kale, but I love collard greens too. My roots are southern, so you know. I always like some collard greens.
Yes.
As long as it's green. There's another.
There's a lot going on at Ewe Fresh.
Ewe Fresh. Woo!
Yes.
Black-owned, plant-based.
Yes.
Baseball.
No
Amazing.
chemicals
Amazing.
in the products used here.
Yeah.
All right, so we're cutting this up again. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually add that to the pot. So you can also add in, we have vegetable stock or vegetable broth. You can add that to your pot just to extend it. And then we can also add coconut milk if you want to.
Yeah.
All right. So we can also add in here. Again, this is a soup, so you can really build it if you like. So we have here some smoked paprika. We have some garlic, and then we're gonna add a little bit more of the salt. Okay? And then what we would do is we can add the rice too. Did you tell me that you could add the rice?
Yeah.
Add the rice in here.
I would let it cook down though and then add the rice.
Yeah, at the
so
end.
it don't get mushy.
It doesn't get mushy, exactly. So this is what we would do. We would simmer this down a little bit. Again, you can add like maybe 2 cups of broth or a little bit more, and then right when it's about to be done, you can actually add in the rice just at the end, or you can actually pour that over.
Over some rice.
Yeah, exactly.
To the side.
Or to the side, exactly. So, you know, giving you some options. And then of course, we didn't use this, but we can also add some avocados.
Can we slice them?
Yeah, we're gonna slice some avocados and we're gonna actually put it on the side of our quesadillas.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we have a nice little performance in here today. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Atlanta's is popping.
Yes, Atlanta got it going on. Last night we had our sweat. You know about the sweat?
I heard about it, but I was busy.
Yes.
I had a budget workshop yesterday.
We had such a good time. We had a great time at the sweat. We had some
I gotta
beautiful.
come.
You gotta come and hang out with us.
Land Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very familiar.
All right, let's bring that quesadilla over here again. And we're gonna put this on the side, like so. That looks so pretty. Well, so you guys can do it. It's easy. You can shop. You can save money. You can eat plant-based. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Now, for those of you out there who don't like to eat round 2 recipes, or you don't like to use the same things, you got to be a little bit more flexible, and you just got to be a little bit more open with the foods.
Something I was gonna say, if you don't want to do say beans Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you could cook a big pot of beans. You can freeze some beans. So you do your quesadilla or your soup or whatever you want to do first, and then you freeze it, and then a couple of days later, boom, you pull it out, and instead of dumping a can, you dump that. Well, I should say dump. Instead of putting, you know, the canned good in there, you would just use your frozen.
Yes.
So,
And actually the frozen, if you cook your beans or you cook whatever it is that you're going to use, and then you actually portion things out, freeze it, you can actually have some longer shelf life as opposed to leaving it in the refrigerator.
yeah.
All right, so look y'all, we're gonna eat.
All
We're gonna eat
right.
soon. How does that look, y'all? So tell them what kind of workshops you have coming up.
Okay. I have healthy shopping on a budget at 7 on the Natural Foods Market in May. It should be Saturday, May 18th, from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. So 10 a.m. is downstairs in the education room. It's going to be a workshop.
There you
My
go.
book is included in the workshop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
For the
nice.
price of the workshop, you get.
Ooh,
So the last time
that's a great value.
It is. And the last time I did this, people were shopping as we did the tour, and they were joining the co-op because they could see the value of it. So, for more information,
Yes, for more information, how do they get to you?
They can call me directly.
Yeah.
661-687-8255. 678
And we'll put it in the comments.
837-8286. 678-837-8286.
Awesome. And as you all know, I have my plant-based meals to go. We call it essential meals to go. We have 2-day, 3-day, 5-day, and 7-day plans. This is the book, essentially Chef Beee, Let Plants Nourish You. And basically, if you are having issues, you just don't have the time to prepare your foods, we can help you to make that happen, make that transition happen. We also have some cool recipes in here infused with essential oils. If in fact you love to cook and you just need some things that are a little bit different. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna go and hang out because it's like a little concert that's happening here at EB Fresh. After we eat. After we eat. Yes. Thank you so much for coming online and visiting us. Thank you so much to our guests for hanging out with us today. And what we'll do is we'll actually create the recipes for these 2 dishes and we'll send it out to you guys. We'll drop it in the comments. So yeah, keep it real simple. And information about iamchefbee's events that are coming up. All right, y'all. Have an awesome Sunday. Peace.
Peace, love, and peace.